Morning guys, I'm at Hengistbury Head, a few miles from where I was yesterday at Highcliffe. I'm just about to climb up the top of this head and down to the spit near Mudderford where I was last night. So it's not exactly a mountain climb, but halfway up. Views are already amazing. Bournemouth in the distance, placed on a net, but parked in an area called Wick. Just on the side of the road, no restrictions. There is a car park here at Hengistbury Head. I think it only charges £1. There's also a land train that will take you down to the head itself, to the spit, for £1.50 for adults, and I think it's £1 for kids, which is pretty good value. It's a weekend, so it's quite busy. Dog walker's paradise. Looks like an Ordnance Survey triangulation point. Down there's the view of Mudderford Quay and the narrow channel, which my friend wants to swim. He's a very strong swimmer. Certainly not my desire to swim that little channel between the two spits. But the view's amazing from up here. I was actually down on the end of that spit, Mudderford Quay, last night. The Haven pub looks a lot bigger from the outside, but nice. Had a meal in there, got out for a few hours. We didn't actually park in the car park there. It would have cost us £3.60 each. So we parked a couple of car parks back and walked along. Only a 10-15 minute walk to a car park that was free. And there's no free points 3 times a day in the car park down at Mudderford Quay. So it obviously gets busy in the summer, and they're charging people overnight as well. So if you wanted to stay there for the whole day, it would cost an absolute fortune. Yeah, 3 hours was £3.60, so avoided that. Got a lovely picture of the sun setting from down the quay, almost facing this direction. I'll add that after this clip. The view to the south is just as good. It's not quite as windy up here as I was expecting. It's quite a fresh day. Hints of sunshine, much better than a grey day. And this ground in front of me is the next bit to be eroded and slip away. So there's the shot down the English Channel. Nice sunshine coming through down there. So I'm going to follow the path down there and then walk right across to where there's some beach huts right at the end. And I might even catch the land train back. That might be an experience. Little quarry pond up on the top of this head. The weather forecast isn't supposed to be so good this afternoon. That's why I've dressed up with the extra jacket and the hat on. A bit breezier this side as I'm approaching this side of the spit. Might have seen the last of the sunshine, unfortunately. Some unusual dark brown bush. Not sure what it's called. Maybe on one of those little signs that you get about the vegetation and habitat, wildlife. It'll tell me. If it does, I'll add it to the by text. And great viewpoint here. You can see some of the beach huts down behind me going towards the end of the spit. This is what I was recommended by the friend I met last night. Come along, Should get some good photos along here. We'll see. There we go, there's the start of the beach huts. I've just come down a well-made set of steps, and the paths in general up here are very, very good and accessible regardless of the weather. So quite a nice little array of beach huts, lovely sandy beach. Boats can be drawn right up outside. Lovely little place. A friend seems to think that some people live in some of these huts, which wouldn't surprise me. And that they trade for quite a lot of money. Certainly the best I've seen so far on my trip. Down at Dungeness, there's all sorts of things going on the shingle banks there. But for me, a nice sandy beach like this, and you've got the choice of the English Channel out to sea this way, or behind these huts is the Christchurch Harbour and a lot gentler waters, so you've got a choice of where you want to pop your boat in, where you want to go swimming. Whole point of this trip is the coastline of the UK, and finding little gems like this is great. So I'm on the landward side now, walking down to the end. Still looking for my clichéd photograph. The classic beach hut, the upturned boat. Not found it yet. So I'm approaching the end now. I've seen a couple of toilet blocks, cafe, quite a large cafe, a lot of tables. So there's certainly facilities down here, well worth the walk. There's the views of Christchurch Harbour and the pub over the bit of water, and my friend wants to swim. And there's the ferry boat from Motherford Quay. I believe it goes to down near where the cafe is and the little jetty down there. See, we have an incoming tide at the moment from the flow of the water. It's only a short area to swim, but there's a fair old current going through there. And he was watching it last night. The tide was outgoing at the time. He's a very experienced swimmer, and he'll obviously do it at slack water. That few minutes you get when there isn't much of a current going. So almost at the end of the sandbar for the tide. You can see more of the sandbank out there where you could see the waves rolling over it last night. Hi guys, this concludes today's video. Hengistbury Head, not far from where I was yesterday, Motherford Quay, literally 100 yards away. But trek round the harbour to get here. I'm going to try and keep these videos in the future to sub 10 minutes. They're more watchable at that length. And I'm going to do a vlog in a moment, which the vlog will go up the day of recording, whereas this will be 3 or 4 days behind. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Catch you soon.